In Colombia, 80s and 90s were like very scary and violent times. We were very sheltered and kind of contained. Like, why would I go into the woods? A lot of countries in Latin America have a shared experience with violence and civil war and conflict that has made the mountains and the rivers and the forests like places to be wary of. We are trying to change the perception and bridging that gap. When I came here for the first time, I was living in Washington, D.C., and I, at the time, thought the United States was pretty flat and sad. Then one day, somebody brought me all the way from Virginia on the Skyland Drive through the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we ended up in Pisgah National Forest, and I cried because it just reminded me so much of these lush, green, beautiful hills of Colombia. I was immediately in love, and I made it my life mission. I was gonna move here. When I came to the US, when I was 24 years old, I knew nothing about camping. Like, I actually have a lot of funny stories about me and my friends from Latin America, like trying to go on a camping trip. We got there, set our tent, all the things, almost froze to death. Didn't have sleeping bags, didn't have anything, just kind of like ended up in a huge cuddle puddle with a beach towel on top of us. And most of my friends never went camping again. I had really awesome, inviting, white American friends that took me, and they showed me and they talked to me about gear, and they showed me how to build a fire, and they showed me how to use the bathroom in the woods. Like, I had never been in the woods before. And now for me, the fact that I get to be that person for somebody, it's super meaningful. Roca, madera, los puentes. ¿Sí ves que parece un gatito? Se llama Tully Poplar, y sabes porque parece como un gato, como los bigotes, las orejas. Miau. Club de Exploradores, or Explorers Club, was born out of the need to really just bring more people out into the public land. If you look around, there are so many Mexican restaurants, and there is the tienda, and there are places like where you see the Hispanic community out and about. You go to the middle school, the high school, and there is a big percentage of Latinx kids there. And then you go into the forest, and it's just kind of shocking. Like, where are they? Why aren't they here? So this Club de Exploradores is an incubator for that. Y el color de la ruta es naranja. When Fine was ready to do this and launch the program, and they like ran into this wall of like, we cannot get anybody on board. We've been to El Centro, we've been to the middle school, and nobody's signing up. I'm like, yeah, and nobody will. Because if you don't talk to those moms, like if they're anything like my mother, they're not gonna sign up their kids for this program. Representation matters, and it goes a long way. No, ya casi. Ya casi, ya casi. So when I started going to El Centro, going to their meetings, going to talk to the parents, and still, there was a month where like, nobody's like had signed up yet. Kept going, kept pushing, started calling the people, and it took one mom to be bold and brave and said, okay, fine, let's do it. Like, I'm gonna sign my kid up. Everybody was like, okay, if one family trusts this program, let's just give it a shot. And I got 12 kids last year. We did 6 main adventures, and it was basically once a month from April to September. We went tubing, we went horseback riding, mountain biking, and doing trail work with Pisgah Sorba, fly fishing with Davis and Raven Outfitters. And the culminating event is an overnight camping trip. To me, like, I went from seeing one of the participants from last year be kind of like wary of the water and stuff to like seeing her fully just embrace it, and she's the one who wants to jump in first. Nos vamos! Ya es hora! We're definitely unlocking something and like building seeds of love for this forest, but also conservation. We want to empower kids and embrace their culture, and also show them that their culture is beautiful and that we all belong in the outdoors. A participant 2 days ago, we were tubing down the French Broad. She looked at me and she was like, I didn't know seriously how beautiful this place is. Like, vivimos en el paraíso. We live in paradise. I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad you know now. It's here for you anytime. If you look around, like, we're all there for the same reason at the end of the day. We all belong in the outdoors.